I want to make a quick video. I had to do it on my phone on the amount of premium I'm looking for safeguard trade based on my account, and you should be doing the same calculations to make sure that the 3x stop on the account is not too much of a loss. I'm willing to go up to 2% of my net lick on any one trade. So the way to figure that out is have around a $53,000 account. I could times it by 0.02. And I could lose about $1,000 on the trade and end up being at a 2% of my net lick. For ES, divided by 50, and that means the net would be around 21.2. So if I'm stopping out at a negative 200%, I could lose up to 21.2. If I divide that by 2, I could take in around 10.6 to be okay. So 10.6, let's say a 3x stop loss, I'm going to buy it back at 31.8. 31.8 minus 10.6 is that same 21.2 loss. So that means I'm going to be looking at 112 or 111 trades where the net credit when I start is around 10.6 or so. So now looking at this tab here, I have a 111 set up on ES. Right now the credit is around 11 to 12 or so. Very close to the 2%. I could go slightly lower, like here. And then that would be a decent 111 trade to do. Delta on the 40/50 is 0.04. There's only one naked put instead of two, so it lowers the notional value. And it won't necessarily hurt as much as a 1122 if I was doing the put credit spread. The 5100 50/50 is already at the 0.25 delta. So if I'm doing 1122, let's start back at the around 25 delta, buy it, sell the 20/50 width below it. And then I'm going to look around a 0.06, 0.07 delta on the sold put. Then I'll go around 400 width because I already figured out 400 width makes sense for my account. Change those to 2. And here I'm near a 15 credit, a little bit higher than I need. So I'm going to shift it 50. Still a little higher. Not necessarily the end of the world if I took this. I could go one lower even. And then there's a good chance I get filled there around the 10.6. And this could be a 1122 trade, 0.06 delta. If you compare the 1122, by the way, the buying power right now is around $2,000. Probably profits 99.5%. If I go back to the 111 trade from before and do the same calculations, just want to show you what the buying power is. Again, I'm looking for around 10.6, a little higher. Around here looks good for a 111 trade. Buying power is slightly higher, $2,300. Both these trades seem very reasonable to do. If you want that defined risk, go the 1122. It may or may not necessarily be worse than a big volatility jump. However, it does have a good credit and also a good max profit if you hit the put debit spread with a little bit less buying power on the actual trade when you start it. So these are all different considerations, but one of the key things I want to mention is make sure that you're setting up your trades where your stop loss is at a certain percent of net lick that you're comfortable with. I'm comfortable with a 2% on my net lick, but you could go up to 3% as long as you're willing to take that risk. You could even go even safer and go lower, like 1%. Any questions, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys on the next one.